Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really hope you're all doing okay and having a great day and an amazing week. My name is Effy and today it's the end of the year, so it's time to do my 2024 makeup favourites. We have done a full face here today. This is the finished look. It's been a while since I've started the video with makeup on, so hope you enjoy. I will also very briefly be talking about what's gone on this year, what went right, what went wrong, and what will hopefully happen next year. There are some little sprinklings of information about next year if you're interested. But yeah, I will also pre-warn you, I split my lip at the end of the video. I'm sorry, but it's split and it's a little bit painful and hopefully you can't see it, but it's just because my lips are so dry. I apologise. But anyway, the weirdest intro I've ever done. Yeah, if you're interested in seeing the makeup that's made it to my tippity top spots, then please do just keep on watching, and also you will get some little nuggets of information about next year as well. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up videos every week, and maybe that's a little hint of what's gonna come out in this video, but I do put up videos every week. And it's always makeup related, so if that sounds like the type of thing, then this is the place for you. But other than that, I will let you watch the video. So of course, my favourite eye primer is the Collection Lasting Perfection Stretch Concealer and Eyeshadow Primer. I'm pretty sure this has been one of my favourites for a very long time, and nothing has really beat it out. However, I think that Collection have discontinued this. I've nearly finished mine. I don't know how well you can see, there's quite a big dent in it. And I'm pretty sure I can't buy a new one, which makes me very, very sad. Now for eyeshadow, I have the Mina Nude, the eyeshadow palette. I have a caveat. This is my favourite eyeshadow palette that I've tested this year, because I do wear it very often. However, this shade here falls out of the palette all the time, which I'm not a massive fan of, and I don't really know how to fix. So I took this on holiday with me and it did that for the first time, and now I can never take it on holiday with me ever again, which is kind of annoying, but this is a very much work day palette for me, so that's just what I'll keep using it for. While I do my eyeshadow, I will just quickly give a rundown of how this year's gone and my plans for next year. I'm not going to do this throughout the video just because I don't want it to be a super long video. So I'll just do it while I'm doing my eyeshadow. So this year has been a bit all over the place, to be honest. There's been obviously some really good parts and obviously some not so good parts. Obviously the main good thing that happened to me this year is that I changed job. I left the job that I was very unhappy with and really badly affected my mental and physical health, and I am now working somewhere else, doing a slightly different job but still in the same sort of area. I much prefer it. I still have issues with this job, there's things that I don't particularly like about it, but I'm hoping they will either smooth out over the next few months or I'll be able to fix them. But overall I am a lot happier in my new job than I was in my old job, and I've only been there I think 4 months at this point, 5 months maybe. By the end of the year I will have been there 5-ish months. So yeah, I'm a lot happier with that. Also in terms of like social media, I haven't got many good points, but I do have some. First mainly being that I hit 500 subscribers here on YouTube, which is amazing. I'm gonna have to go and change my jumper because I'm boiling hot right now, even though it is November when I'm filming this. I'm back and I just chucked on an old t-shirt. Yeah, hitting 500 subscribers here on YouTube has been absolutely amazing. The amount of lovely comments I got saying congratulations, along with obviously people entering the giveaway, has been phenomenal. Like, I never expect people to react like that. Like, when I do a giveaway, I know that people are just interested in the giveaway and people wouldn't normally comment on my videos, but it is so nice reading them, especially when people are being so nice to me. Then in terms of not so good things, obviously I've not been as present on social media as I maybe hoped I would have been, particularly when I think back to the start of the year, I think I was expecting to make my big return this year. I actually think my big return is coming in January, and I'm really going to push for it because it's simply what I want. I've already pre-filmed so much content for the new year for not only YouTube but also Instagram and TikTok as well, and hopefully I stick to it because I really do want to give this my all. I've always said that social media isn't about the numbers or doing well or being sent stuff or anything like that. It's simply just because of the love of makeup and that is still 100% true. I just want to share the love of makeup with people, but also I think when I'm not interested in doing YouTube, that's a sure sign that I am not doing well mentally, because I do find social media, like creating makeup looks and things like that, quite therapeutic and quite relaxing. So if I have zero interest in doing that, I'm probably not doing too well. So I think getting back into it and working hard at it again is a good sign that I am doing a lot better than I was, which I think is very true. I think if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that particularly last year was not a good year for me in the slightest. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that I'm coming out of that a little bit. And then in terms of my goals for next year, all I want to do is enjoy work, enjoy YouTube, hopefully lose a bit of weight, but we'll see. I'm not holding on to that one as much as I maybe have done in the last few years, but I would like to. But yeah, I'm not setting myself any ridiculously high standard this year, because that just makes me feel bad when I don't achieve it. Instead, I just want to enjoy what I'm doing a lot more next year, which I think is fair. Those eyeliners aren't even, but I don't care. They will do. What's next? Primer, I feel like, is another obvious one. I've actually used up one of these, I think, this year. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Yeah, so like I said, this is the second one that I've owned. I use it most days. I find that if I know I'm going to be wearing my makeup all day, or I really want it to last well, I just reach for this. It's a primer I can rely on. Foundation, again, I chose one that I've tested this year. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation with hyaluronic acid, and it's in the shade N1, 1N. What I will say is that I've been filming content for next year. In that content for next year, there is a foundation that I tested that I'm in love with. But because I haven't tested it yet on my channel, I can't say it's my favourite, because obviously you guys haven't seen the test. But funnily enough, it is actually another L'Oreal foundation, I think. Concealer, this has definitely been seen before in favourites videos. This is the Rimmel Multitasker Concealer in the shade 010 Porcelain. Again, this is the second one of these that I've bought. I've completely used up one of these and I bought a new one because I like it that much. I needed it in my life that much. I just like this because it is super thin, super lightweight. It looks amazing under the eyes. So yeah, I really do like this. But again, I've tested another concealer that will be going up next year that I also really like, but I don't think that one would beat out this as a favourite, but I do really like it. And I would like to point out the makeup content that you're going to see next year, it was actually meant for this year, but because I did way more advent calendars than I was expecting, they got bumped to next year, unfortunately. Oh, I didn't even mention, I'm hoping next year to return to doing 2 videos a week. Been a while since we've done that, and I know that I sort of said something about doing 2 videos a week probably at the start of this year, but I'm actually going to do it because with my new job I just have so much more free time. I work 8 till 4, so I can edit in the evenings and things like that. It's really not that bad, and then obviously film on the weekends. Cream blush obviously had to be a Made by Mitchell blush. I've chosen the shade Snatchural, but realistically the shades Can't Cope with Coral, Snatchural, Teach and Peach, all of the shades that sort of look a bit like this I use all the time. And I did just pick this one up because I thought this one will do. Out of those like 3 or 4 that are all very similar that I wear all the time. But yeah, this one is really, really good. I think this one's slightly more pinky than the others, but all of them that are in this sort of like peachy pinky shade, they are just my go-to. Cream bronzer is the MUA bronzed cream bronzer in Butterscotch. I feel like in general I just don't talk about cream bronzers enough, but my sort of logic is that if I'm doing a cream bronzer, it's this one I'm going to reach for most of the time. That doesn't mean I don't reach for my other ones, I just think this is a really, really good shade for my skin tone. I do have another shade, so this one's Butterscotch. I also have the shade Toffee, so that sort of shows that I like them quite well. And I use both of them pretty interchangeably. Toffee's a little bit darker than Butterscotch. It smells nice. But yeah, they do have a really, really good formula. I can't comment on the shade range because I can't remember. But yeah, it is a really good product if you're thinking about trying it out. Now for powder, and this one was actually quite difficult, not because I have tons of powders that I love, but actually because I don't have very many that I like. This is the Studio London by Superdrug Flaunt Flawless Setting Powder, Weightless and Mattifying. This is probably the powder I reach for the most, and I do like it. I just think that powders are not impressing me, and I don't know why. It does work well, it does set the face nicely, it is actually translucent. I can't tell you how many powders I've tried recently that are translucent but are really either beige, yellow, orange, white. It's like, no, I actually just wanted translucent, thank you. Powder blush is the Relove by Revolution Duo Blush and Highlight Blush in the shade Sweet. This has become my go-to blush for everything. I wear it to work, I wear it for filming, I wear it for seeing people, I wear it all the time. And it's so inexpensive. I really do think part of the reason why I like it so much is it works perfectly with all of the cream blushes that I like. But I take this on holiday, I wear it to work, literally where possible I'm wearing it. I just think it's a really nice shade for me. It sort of just looks like a flush of colour, it's not too pigmented, it's beautiful and super inexpensive. The only annoying thing is that I don't use the highlighter in it, which is annoying because if you've watched my videos for a while you'll know that what used to be my favourite blusher was the e.l.f. Bite Size Face Duo in Cantaloupe, and again that had a highlighter in there that I have zero use for. Bronzer, and this is one that I've tested recently, it's the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer in Buttercup. This bronzer has really snuck up on me, and actually when I was deciding, well, the packaging, I forgot how much I hate that. When I was deciding which bronzer to choose, it was a toss-up between this and the Made by Mitchell Bronze Pod in, I think it's in the shade Oven Gloves. But both of these have been tested recently on my channel. They're not products that have been used for months. They are 2 products that I tested fairly recently that I just really, really enjoy. I think their tone, their shade is perfect. The reason why I chose this one instead of the Made by Mitchell is because this one doesn't have any shimmer in it. The Made by Mitchell one does, which I do like and I do use fairly often. Again, I take that one to work, I wear it to work, it's not a big issue. I just feel like on the everyday basis, I'd rather have one that doesn't have shimmer in it. Now time for highlight, and I have to admit highlight was a bit of a difficult one. I just don't think I enjoy highlight as much as I used to. I pretty much just pick one that matches what I'm doing and put it on my face. But then I sort of looked at them and I was like, if I had to pick the highlight I was going to use, it would be this. I think this has been in favourite videos before. This is the Doll Beauty Doll Light Highlighter in Like a Diamond. It has been used a decent amount, you can't really tell, but it has been used a decent amount. It's been in my collection for a while and I feel like I said, I don't have a favourite highlighter, but this is like a solid fallback option in that if I don't know what I want, I choose this one. If I want something that's not too blinding, not too subtle, I pick this one. Now don't get me wrong, if I want something that's more blinding, I'll pick a different highlighter, and if I want something that's more subtle, I'll pick a different highlighter. But essentially what I'm saying is, if I don't have a specific highlighter in mind for what I'm doing, this is the one I go for. I am going to actually speak about a setting spray, and I was debating not putting this one in here. It is the Collection Filter Finish Setting Spray. I really like this, and I used it a couple of weeks ago and my makeup stayed on all day. Now obviously it's not just down to the setting spray, it's down to powder, foundation, whatever, and there will be a video going up on my TikTok at some point in the new year showing you the look, because literally I left my house at 7 AM, I got home at 1 AM and my makeup was still on. So it was good. And I do think this is part of it, and it's such a fine mist, honestly, you can't even tell it's touching my face. Now for brows, the Effys brow pencil in medium. I don't know when I started liking this, but I do, and I use it fairly often. What I will say is that I think it's a bit dark. I think medium's a bit dark for me, but I use it all the time. Now that I've had my hair lightened, which it needs redoing again, I just go in with a much lighter hand. Brow gel, the NYX Thick It Stick It Brow Thickening Mascara in Taupe. Again, this is another product that I've repurchased this. I have an empty one sat in over there somewhere. This is the second one. I bought this myself with my own money, and I remember saying at some point in a video that I wanted to repurchase this, but the price was a bit too much. I'm pretty sure this is like £11, and I was like, if it was £9, I'd be on board. So I actually didn't repurchase it for quite a while. I was trying to see if I could find something to replace it. And I do have other brow gels now that I like, but I repurchased this one because I could not live without it, to be completely honest. I'm quickly going to chuck some colours on my lower lash line. Same palette, obviously. And then we'll do a lip and mascara. I just realised I haven't done mascara. There we go. I think I look quite nice. This is kind of a standard everyday work look. It's nothing special whatsoever. The eyeliner's uneven, but that's okay. Now for mascara, I did have to think about this, but I've picked the Urban Decay Wild Lash. I only have a sample of this, and I don't even know if they still sell it, but if I might genuinely look into seeing if I can purchase a full-sized one of these, because I do just really, really like this mascara. Lip products, and all of these are drugstore, which is amazing. Starting off with lip liner. This is the e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner in the shade Spill the Tea. Annoyingly, the shade name is not on the pencil, and I mentioned that when I tested this. It does annoy me. But these lip liners are actually really, really creamy, pigmented, go on amazingly. I do want to pick up some more, and I probably will be doing an order off e.l.f. at some point in the near future. So I will probably order some of these while I'm at it. There we go. So easy, so pigmented. I know it's called like the lip glide or whatever, but it does just glide straight onto the lips. Lipstick is the Revolution. I don't know what this product is called. I'm really actually quite sick of Revolution not putting the name of their products on the product, because I can't tell you what it's called. All I can tell you is the shade name, which is Divine Brown. And I do wear this quite often. It's quite a good shade. It works really well with like this colour. I think I've just split my lip. I have. Oh, that's so annoying. You probably can't even see it, but it's annoying. Okay, we're just going to leave that alone for a little bit. Focus on my top lip, because that's where the product is. Then, finally, I was going to add in a lip gloss, but then I spotted these and I was like, this is probably actually the product. Again, Revolution. Again, can't tell you what it's called, but the shade is Mocha Shine. It's one of these sort of things where you press it up a little bit, and it's got a little bit of plumping, so I'm definitely keeping it away from my split lip. And it just adds a little bit of slip and shine to the lips. Because what I think I've noticed about myself is I like the appearance of a glossy lip. Like this now has a nice shine on the top lip. I don't like the feel of a glossy lip. So this is actually a great compromise, and I did pick up another one. I picked up a pink one as well. I can't remember what it's called. But that just kind of shows that I do really like this. And I did look at the other shades. None of them really called to me. None of them were really like, this is a shade that you'll wear all the time. So I have two, and that's probably all I'll pick up. But I do really like the product. My poor little split lip. I'm sorry if you can see it. I might film this and then maybe go and lie with a lip mask on for a little bit. Oh, my poor little split lip. But anyway, it's not how I envisioned the video ending. But those are my favourite products from 2024. Please let me know some of your favourite products from this year as well, because I'd actually be really interested in knowing that. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up a video, hopefully, twice a week. Wednesdays and Sundays. That's what I'm aiming for. And it's always makeup related, so if that sounds like the type of thing, then this is the place for you. But other than that, I will let you go. Hope you have a great day and amazing week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!